night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga. But we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it. And they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, to get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well, it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well, then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater, her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms, and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids, and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her, and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a roof. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth of Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wookie-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back. We ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God.
That woo-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that woo-woo, something. Nigga cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running. Swear to God, nigga.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal? We done made it into this new space. I don't like the art on the wall. We gonna do something about that. I don't like the art on the wall. I miss my big Mexican lady. Bro. That painting was fire. My Mexican lady painting was fire. I don't like the art on the wall. We gonna do something about that. Don't trip. But the best trap news network, best podcast, best news source in LA is home. It's going to be a beautiful summer. I just want everybody to maintain the same energy they had when I was in Atlanta. I want everybody to maintain the same energy they had when I was in Atlanta. That's all I ask. Everybody maintain the same energy. Be exactly the same. Be funny. Be joking. Make all the same jokes. And then pop out outside and then tell me how funny the jokes are. We don't got no intro. I want everybody to maintain the same energy because I'm tripping. It's May 28th, and I promise you, it's going to be a lot of people inside. It's over with. December's done. I'm tripping. Y'all got fades. Let's jump into this content.
On No Jumper. For anyone who's living in a hole in the ground, there was a confrontation last night between Brandon, a.k.a. Bucci Bear, a.k.a. Dark Brandon, and Almighty Suspect that resulted in both spit flying and a knife being pulled out.
So everybody's saying a knife never got pulled out. A knife obviously got pulled out. The whole everything was yesterday that he didn't pull a knife. The knife clearly got pulled out.
Both of these are infractions that I fear we just cannot tolerate as a business. You know, many times over the past couple of years, I've looked back at the Kelpie incident and I have felt like I was a little too lenient. Like I feel like that incident, even though we managed to skate essentially because we got Kelpie to sign off on suing us, I think it was extremely lenient of us to not fire sus at that time. And I'm not going to lie, there's been a couple of times since then, in particular with the whole Jalise thing, where it really, really felt like he was on the border of attacking her. That got a little scary for me and made me feel like, Jesus Christ, maybe this is not okay.
So Almighty Suspect is a temperamental little bitch, is what you're basically saying. He's a grown boy. He's a temperamental little bitch. Got you.
But yeah, I just feel like we just can't tolerate that kind of stuff in here. It's just way over the line. I have nothing against him. I told him I have nothing bad to say about him. I'm not gonna come on here and trash him. I'm not gonna treat him like a sharp or anything like that. But as a business, the liability associated with having somebody on camera who we have like
He's gonna act like he's happy, he's ecstatic, he's overjoyed. You might be overjoyed. Face a double double. You happy. You're overjoyed. You're ecstatic. Almighty Suspect. Yeah, the dude who's been terrorizing you has been put to rest, put to bed. The ninja who's been terrorizing you for years, telling you stink, telling you that you David Jala and you got them weird cases. He's out of here, man. Lush gonna act like he's sad. He ain't sad because at the same time, Almighty whooped on Lush. So the only person Flakko really got to get on next is Lush, and then he didn't hit everybody out of there. You feel me? He got Gina up out of there after Gina made fun of him. Lush put his information out. Now we know that he's a yapist because of Lush. So he got Lush up out of there. Lush came back, but he'll probably get Lush up out of there next. Now Almighty Suspect gone.
like essentially no assurance.
And here goes the crazy part about this. Almighty Suspect has a newborn child. You just lost your only source of income.
Gonna fly off the handle like that. It's just too big of a risk, and it's just not the kind of platform that I want to run at this point. I mean, honestly, the loose cannon situation has been a very bad look for the brand. There's definitely been artists who are just straight up like scared to come here to do interviews because of the fact that they've seen that clip and they just feel like violence is just a normal everyday thing here. So that incident from
Is violence not a normal everyday thing there? Y'all promote negativity. Y'all stay instigating. Y'all stay doing situations that's gonna make mother chuckers pow, pow, pow up that building. And now all of a sudden everybody's spooked. Now all of a sudden don't nobody know what to do. Now all of a sudden, oh, we don't want to promote violence and sorry. What are you talking about?
last night, not a good look. And we just have to take sort of decisive action in order to avoid that. Now, was Brandon instigating? I think that's fair to say. But that being said, instigating with words is one thing. And if maybe this had been brought to me afterwards and it had been said like, oh, look at the way that Brandon was talking to him, blah, blah, blah. Maybe then it would have been a conversation. But the reality is that Sus is the one who got physical with it. And to me, it's an easy decision. If it had been the spit alone or the knife alone, it would have been an easy decision. It being both of them at the same time, it's an easy decision. Now, I will.
Almighty Suspect's an idiot. Look at you, dummy. Newborn baby. Play right out of your position. Played right out of your position.
Address this narrative that I know that a lot of people are going to probably want to run with, since apparently Flakko ran with it in his video. Lush, do you feel like you're at fault?
Not at all. Just like.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy how Adam goes, well, Flakko ran with it, trying to get him out of there. Flakko's trying to get Lush out of here. Barnacles.
0%. But I think the whole way it transpired is really unfortunate. And I wish that there is a way that it didn't have to have this result. Like, I understand from a business perspective why, that can't be tolerated. And obviously, especially considering the negative stigma that's already kind of lingering as a result of the Lush incident and things like that. But I just, the whole intention when we did when Brandon debated against iHypocrite and subsequently debated against me was to try to give people a variety in the type of content that we have over here. Because I feel like, there's been a consensus that we've been somewhat pigeonholed in certain genres of street rumors and activity, etc. And this is kind of like our attempt to ease our way back into highbrow content, or at least a balance.
No, because every time Brandon tries to bring up intellectual conversation, you bring up the absolute worst parts of black culture. and you use that to make points to try to make yourself feel better or look better as you're low-key tearing down passive aggressively at that black culture.
A variety of content.
I mean, a lot of us watch Jubilee. It's like one of the most popular channels on YouTube. You know, I love that kind of content. For me, yeah, creating those debates was an easy decision. That being said, I feel like you're trying to pivot away from the fact that you wanted to get Suspect out the paint so bad that you set him up in an environment in which you knew that he would resort to violence because you still hold a lingering animosity towards Suspect because of the way that he
laid you out.
knocked you on your ass.
It's actually quite the opposite.
Wait, Comparator's back over there? Oh yeah, yeah. You guys are losers.
It's me because if you look at it like this, what is the whole number one talking point of the white nationalists, of the racists, of the hypocrites of the world, of the Nick Fuenteses of the world, is that quote unquote per this is what they say: black men have low impulse control. Black men are unable to blah, 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 blah. And that was kind of what Brandon's intention was when he came over here as an agent of chaos, similar to the agent of chaos that he was in the Tariq Nasheed orbit. You feel me?
But to call Brandon an agent of chaos, when even like...
I think it's a perfect description of him.
Okay, but even when the show started, from like my perspective, like, if the goal was to have them two sit down, talk out their issues, and have like a neutral field, even like when like they began like to argue, you could like clearly tell from like your laugh and laugh and every, it felt like, oh, okay, this felt like a pile on Brandon, and it kind of felt like okay, is he coming around because y'all enjoy him, or is he coming around because you felt like, let's get one up on Brandon today? And that's why, and I felt like once it was going left, again, not just you, but everybody in the room.
So look, this is one thing that I'm gonna say that I miss about my little house. I ain't lived in an apartment in years. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what the hell is going on up there. This is day one. I don't know what the hell is going on up there, but I ain't finna stop and find out. What I do know is Lush is an idiot and Flakko is having the time of his life right now. The time of his life right now, because all his ops are falling one by one.
Had a responsibility to sort of like say, hey, yo, chill. But even, okay, for example, even before like their sit down, but what I told everybody, again, my play was to come here and say, as a team, we thought it was good to have them sit down and on camera. But since y'all opened up the rabbit hole, we could. I said beforehand, what? Hey, bruh, this will end bad. Do this. And everybody said, no.
Which is true.
You feel me?
Which is true. Now
I predict everything that happens.
I was on the road, and for the record, in the group chat, I just want to lay out how this went.
Yeah.
It was brought up in the group chat. Adam's not here. Who should we have on the Tuesday show? Yeah. Lush said, let's get Brandon and Suspect together. And then,
you might want to scroll up a little bit.
You reached out to them, and they both... Obviously, Brandon was down from the beginning, but I was informed that Suspect was down for it.
And in the debate, too, he even brought up the fact that he wanted Suspect and Brandon to sit down.
Who brought that up?
Again, I ain't watching, but you told me that.
Okay. So let's clarify a few things. To address to your first point, as far as from a moderation perspective, could I have done better?
You was laughing hard every time Suspect said something. It was
because you was instigating it. Because that's what you ninjas do. And that's why when I see Almighty Suspect, we gotta holler. Because y'all like to instigate. So since y'all like to instigate, I want to see what it do. Oh, and I forgot, man. Shout out to, real quick, man. Today's episode of TNN Trap News Network is brought to you by Dab Daddy. Big shout out to Dab Daddy, man. Today's sponsor of TNN Trap News Network. Electric Pineapple Premium Indoor Flower Hybrid is what I'm tapping on right now. I got this electric pineapple. I'm finna blow this down, man. But big shout out to Dab Daddy. Get into the brand if you ain't got into the brand. Today's sponsor.
Hey, stop trying to compete for King Glazer, all right?
Oh my God, come on, man.
This is already my title.
Okay, sorry.
You don't need to cuff the balls that.
I almost pushed your bladder, I ain't gonna lie.
All right? So yeah, just grab them.
You gotta do that.
Little nails feels great.
I'll let loose, you feel me? And, off the ball.
So here's the thing. Number one, could me objectively.
You know what we didn't get? An Asher, somewhere like an Asher blunt. I know it's not called an Asher, it's called an Ash blank, but don't worry about it. An Asher, I didn't get one.
Yeah.
When I look at myself, because I hold myself to a really high standard.
Yeah, we do
Could
too.
I have been a better moderator? Absolutely. Now let's look at some of the things that I was dealing with, the unforeseen. I was not aware of the full extent of the lineup until 2 hours before the podcast. And then, so keep in mind, I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time. Make sure we get good content.
But it's your show. What do you mean you wasn't
hold on.
aware?
I'm towing the line between, because we like conflict. We like arguments. We like that energy. The whole point of No Jumper is controllable chaos. But when it becomes uncontrollable, that's where motherfuckers got to intervene. Now,
But don't get past that line, though. You
hold on.
I wasn't aware. Why wasn't you aware? It's your show. When Adam isn't here, it's your show.
I am not the producer of the...
Hey, is Flakko tripping on Lush right now? Hey, Flakko low-key treating Lush right now? Lush, you getting treated by Flakko? You low-key getting treated right now, bro. You low-key getting treated.
the show. I'm the A mic when Adam's not
Nigga,
here.
it's yours. Okay.
So these
Yeah.
conversations, regardless, I'm not trying to...
Wait, wait, pause. Okay, sorry. A producer gives suggestions, meaning this, okay? If I'm on right, the Thursday show, okay? I don't care if Josh and Remo says, hey, yo, let's have these three. No, nigga, if I want for these two people to be here, they're gonna be here. I mean, if Adam isn't here, it's your show. Did they?
Well, clearly I don't have that jug, because
You
when
do.
I brought 150 people here, and they weren't even allowed in the
Yo,
building.
you could have told
That
Josh
kind
and
of shoots
Remo.
that narrative out the
You
water.
didn't, like intentionally
Yeah.
do that. Like,
No juice
well,
card.
Yeah, bro, let's no.
Just
I'm
to be
saying,
fair.
Okay.
If I really had juice to that degree,
You might not have known, though, right? But again, if Adam isn't here, this is your shit. And if Josh and Remo says, hey, bro, bring these. No, you can say, no, I want one
no.
from Suspect
Look,
Brandon and these
let
dudes
me
with these
clarify.
people.
I was very happy with the panel.
Okay,
You feel
cool.
me? But here's the thing.
Did anybody know Bizarre was coming? I had no
No,
idea.
I didn't know until...
So they sprung that on you guys too. Huh?
Yes, I knew an hour and a half before.
Acting crazy in front of Bizarre is crazy, bro. Y'all had a hip-hop legend in the building. Y'all in here spitting and throwing knives at each other. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's barnacles. It's crazy. It's barnacles.
Which I was, Bizarre's my friend in real life. I was excited about that.
Shout
And
out
I think
Bizarre, yeah.
Shouts to Bizarre. That was fucking awesome. I wish he could have been there longer. Now, so I'm...
So
now,
was he still there? Was he there when the fight took
No,
place?
he
Oh,
did
okay. He had just left.
he had a
Got it.
video shoot with Be Real that night, so he dipped beforehand and shit.
Which
so.
thank God, right? Because that would have been a terrible
I mean,
one.
thank God, but he probably could have helped with the security. He's a big dude. He could have, maybe.
Would have been a little bit more viral if Bizarre. I mean, really, if they just kept the camera on. Well, honestly, we have that camera.
No, we have the angles.
The funniest shit about it, honestly, just to get past the fact that it's sad that Sus is not going to be on camera anymore, but like the way that Munchie did this, Munchie went.
Got some popcorn. You got popcorn, huh?
Like, I don't know exactly what happened in his brain,
Told you I had decorations.
but he like popped into like a squat. on the
Yeah.
couch.
And look,
It's survival instincts, man.
we all know physically.
Security footage, he almost fell off the back of the couch.
Yeah, that's what I was worrying about when I was watching it too. Yeah.
And we know that I'm not the most physically imposing figure, but if you
You
watch
did
the
try,
footage,
though.
I did hop up and try to get in the mix. Like, there's been other times where I didn't, and this time I did.
And who was the security guard? Like, he looked like he was like
He's the man.
Coop, yeah, he's
Coop
he
is
was
the
always
man.
at the store and stuff. He's super good. Yeah.
Who
But-
fucking pushed Brandon back?
Well,
made
he's super
sure,
small, though. Like, he's not really.
He's not super small.
He's
not
a
like a
lot smaller
giant,
than
but-
Brandon.
Okay.
He's smaller than Brandon, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But look,
Yeah, he looks small 'cause of Brandon.
so Flakko, keep in mind, I'm trying to
Yeah.
make entertaining content, keep the show flowing with topics, make sure that we get the clips that we're supposed to be getting, and simultaneously make sure Bizarre's included
Yeah.
and our other hosts, and not look like a bitch. You feel me? Which is a crazy thing.
The fact that you even think that, like, what? To say, like, oh, I wasn't trying to look like a B. That means that you know you look like a B. I can't even tell you the last time I had a thought in my head was like, why do I want to look like a B? Just don't look like a B. Me and my girl moving right now. We doing whatever, blah, blah. We bringing in my shoes. The Mexican construction workers go, ooh, ooh, ooh. I stop what I'm doing. I can't say what I said. But I tripped. I ain't gonna say what I said because that's gonna put y'all in my politics. That's gonna put y'all in my politics. But I tripped. You know what I'm saying? And she kind of looked. Did you hear me yelling at her? And then she just looked up and was like, "Up, here we go." Because I don't have to feel like a B. You said something. It's for y'all doing construction. One of y'all did a little bark at my bitch. Nigga, what's up with you, bro? You don't do that. Don't do that. And here go the thing again too. Right hand of God. Right hand of God. They gonna be out there every day doing construction. Let it happen tomorrow. Y'all gonna see a beat up Pisa. I swear to God. Y'all gonna see a beat the fuck up Pisa. Don't bark at mine. That's disrespectful. My girl walking, you barking and catcalling and all that, I'm gonna get off on you, bro. I said it one time, that's a respect. And that's a respect. And the only reason I done fired in is because she kind of gave me the look like, babe, go inside. But I didn't. I still continue to talk my shit. But I digress. You don't have to worry about if you look like something. Either you are or you not. This don't gotta look like a lighter. It's a lighter. This don't gotta look like a blunt. It's a blunt. It's a cup. It's Dab Daddy Tree. You feel me? Oh, I don't want to look like a bee.
When me and Brandon have this not contentious relationship, because me and Brandon are actually hella cool, but
Not really though, man.
no, really though.
I'm not gonna let you get that off, man.
No, we really are
We have
actually.
some issues, but I don't
No,
think
we don't.
hate each other, right?
We have no issues.
True, but super cool is not even like a
Cooler-
viable option.
Hey,
They did a debate.
Yeah.
Cooler than you think we are.
I did a
promise
debate,
you.
and I mean,
Yeah.
he gave you a hard time about being a druggie a little bit, or
Yeah.
alcoholic, or whatever, and
They called him
he
Boogie,
kind of called you like a glazer and
Yeah.
a fucking wannabe black dude type shit, whatever. Like, but
And the sky's blue.
Yeah, I
You feel
mean,
me?
it's not-
Like
No, Lush. Listen, no, Lush. Thing is this, bro. Like, you tried your best. So again, by no means am I saying it's on you. I'm saying
no, you made a whole video with that implication already. Before that, nobody was
No.
even thinking that. I get hella inboxes. This is your
Yeah,
fault,
no.
Lush.
I'm saying, right, like in the future, man, because for me, when I look at this scenario, it's not even like a situation of, oh, we didn't know. I told you beforehand this would happen. And I laid down all my reasons why this would happen. And it kind of went ignored. And I'm saying is this, okay? Even with the aspect of your suspect didn't know until the morning of, that's crazy.
that is crazy because but there's the thing, he got a new number.
Yeah.
And I guess Josh had been texting his previous number. I didn't know he had a new number.
Yeah.
Josh had been hitting up his previous number, but at the end of the day, it would have been nice for him to know way in advance, but he didn't know, and he ended up showing up regardless.
Yeah.
And he knew that he was going to be on camera with somebody that he doesn't get along with. And I see a lot of people saying Brandon is so confrontational, Brandon is disrespectful, etc. Well, Suspect is those things as well, but then Suspect also, opened it up into the realm of physical violence, which is something that I just don't want this podcast to be like, male baddies. To any
And
extent that we don't
Suspect
have
did
to.
call him like a bitch first, which is,
No jumper is nothing but male baddies.
again,
Several times.
Yeah,
but
that's a
that-
good point.
But
Right.
hold on.
Honestly.
Like, Adam, remember what we discussed last week on the No Jumper Show? Triggers. You know what I mean?
Don't stab me. That's my trigger. Don't fillet me.
No Swiss Army fileros, you feel me? But on top of that, like you said, which is pretty obvious, your kid is like a line that people can never cross. And have echoed those sentiments, and he said the B word. I said I have no triggers. You can say whatever you want to me. I'm not gonna fucking turn up. You feel me? I might turn up and go crazy, but I'm not gonna. There's nothing that anybody can say that's gonna lead me to a physical confrontation.
I also just think though that like as long as we're talking triggers, not wanting someone to insult your kid is a much more reasonable trick.
No, because you be cool with Whack 100 telling all kind of crazy stuff about people's kids. It's not true. It's not true at all. You don't want nobody talking about your kids. So that's cool. You ain't got to give a damn about nobody else's kid. F them kids. That's cool. But you give a damn about your kid. You don't care about kids.
Trigger than the B word, which is a very common word.
For
Not
sure.
that common to call other dudes that, but
No, the B words. No.
But also Suspect was saying
exactly.
it before
Yeah.
Brandon started saying, and Suspect kept calling him a fag and all this other shit. And it's
Yeah,
like
he was.
it's like, I mean,
But okay, so what's the so there is a difference though, since we're talking about that now. There's a difference between elementary insults, literally like grade school caps,
Sure.
and personal attacks. What did Suspect really do to attack Brandon's character? Brandon is bringing up shit that's really like personal and potentially embarrassing about.
No, it's on the internet. And that's what y'all do. Oh, Brandon's bringing up things that are potentially... Niggas done talked about my kids. Niggas done tried to sex play me. Oh, no, we don't got no boundaries, bro. Ninjas got fades. Put the mop away. Put the broom away. Put the Clorox away. Niggas got fades. Handle what you gotta handle, big dog. Stand on your candle. Let's make the room uncomfortable for everybody. Everybody stand on business. Everybody stand on what they did. Everybody stand on what they said. Or if you disagree with a nigga, take it to the back and go handle what you gotta handle. Take it to the back. No more videos back and forth. We don't want no more videos back and forth. We don't want no more videos back and forth. Go to the back. Go to the back.
Us. He's
Go to the back.
talking about, oh, you got put up or whatever, the BPS thing. Da, 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 da.
But who started that though?
Who started that?
Because when the show started, Brendan said, "Yo, let's just go to topics," and then wait, and then a topic started off with the assist shit, and then I feel like what like sparked it off was when Suspect was like, "Yo, if you like did not attack me, you wouldn't be here. You ain't shit." And then he responded back with, "Well, if you acting right." Like a uncontrollable. I think he says like beta. Then if that's what it took for me to be here, then like so be it. So I feel like it. And he was trying to do topics. Y'all
No.
have
Fuck
the
that.
back and forth.
Shut the fuck up. You're wrong.
Okay.
No, and this.
Damn. Damn.
And this is the
But
issue.
that's what happened, though.
I have a huge issue with what you just said. Trying to do topics, we literally had Sharp in the title. Torso Gate was part of the title.
Sure.
The first two topics on the screen said Sharp's name. We're trying to discuss it. I'm bringing, because it winds up becoming a random conversation about pimping and would you buy a bitch a purse and a bunch of random shit. Me, as the A mic on the show, doing what I'm supposed to do to clip farm, which is what we do, I go back to fucking Sharp. Because that's what he said. We ain't trying to talk about Sharp. You feel me? Like, nah, Les, you're not reading the room. I'm like, Dick, this is the fucking topic that's predetermined.
Well,
So don't talk about how he's, no, not only that, then Young and Hefe's like, you know what? Because like, obviously it got redundant at a certain point. Young and Hefe's all, yeah, let's go to the next topic, Nipsey Hussle. So I go, okay, next topic is Nipsey Hussle. We're going to start discussing that. Then all of a sudden, he's like, oh, I see what you're trying to do, Lush. You trying to like pit.
All right, man, we're about to the next one, man. We about to run through all of this, though. Free Avenue Angel until he's free. It's going to be a hot summer, y'all. Get a smoothie. It's going to get hot. Free Avenue Angel until he's free. We are gone.